Hi there everybody, Emma here from Em's Craft and Chat. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I feel a little bit out of practice. I think this is episode 5, I think. Thank you so much to all of you who have messaged me with get well wishes. My health has been a bit pants at the moment. I am still struggling, but I was determined because I left or rather because I didn't do a podcast last week, that I was going to definitely do one this week. It's such a shame actually, because the last week I did manage to, was it last week? Yeah, it was last week, visit Beth, who I mention about on here a lot, and we were so wanting to do podcast together, but I just was not well enough. So that was sad really, because it would have been nice for us to do that together, but it is something we plan on doing in the near future if we can, so we have that to look forward to. For those of you that may have just stumbled across me, I've said my name's Emma from Em's Craft and Chat. You can find me on Instagram with the same name, and I'm on Ravelry, Red M36. This is a knitting, crochet, cross stitch podcast, and I come from Warwickshire in the UK. Yeah, that's about it really. Those of you that have followed me right from the beginning, from episode 1 to episode 5 now, thank you so much. I do appreciate all your lovely comments, and that it really does mean a lot. I do feel a bit nervous today, but hopefully as I carry on, I'll warm up a bit. I have my coffee with me because I haven't had a drink yet. It's looking quite nice out. It's, what time is it? It is 10 to 7 in the morning on Wednesday is it the 13th or the 14th? 13th, I think, of June. But yeah, the window's open, so you may be able to hear the birds, I don't know. And I've got my coffee with me because I haven't had a drink yet. So let's get started. Well, first let me have a drink, excuse me. Let's get started. Okay, so even though I haven't been well, I have managed to get a couple of things finished. So FOs, finish objects, I think in my last podcast you may have seen, yes you did, this yarn here I said to you was from Buttoned Up and Pinned Down, I think it is. I will try my best to put everything in the show notes that I still haven't done yet. I'm so sorry. I'm still getting my head around all this. I'm not very tech savvy, as you all have guessed by now. I'm having to rely on my son to help me to put these videos out there and upload and everything. Well, I can upload it all right, that I can work out, but yeah, I'm just not very good at everything else. But yeah, so this yarn I bought from Button Up and Pin Down. Excuse me. I did try it initially for a different project, but I really wasn't happy with how it was turning out. Not anything about the yarn, I just didn't like the look of it with the yarn. So I decided instead to take it back and make some socks, some shorties. And I am really happy with these. I think they look really pretty, and I think they do the yarn justice. I do think they look really good. Yeah, I'll just show you the colours, some lovely colours in there, so pretty. It is a finished pair, and yeah, I'm really pleased with them, I've got to say. I do like them, and they're going to be gifted to a family member who knew that they were going to get a pair of socks, but I haven't said any more about it, so hopefully they will be a nice and welcome surprise. And then the other pair, I've been waiting on this yarn. Well, this yarn that I'm going to show you now has been out of stock for a long time. I finally managed to source it from elsewhere, but it was more expensive, which is a bit irritating, but hey ho, I couldn't wait any longer because I've been waiting for what seemed forever for this yarn. And this yarn is Vegas Lights Premier Yarns Wool-Free Stripe yarn. So it's vegan friendly yarn, and it looks great, I think. Love the colours in there. I don't think these are for my sister. She chose the colour herself. I think she may be surprised actually to see just how bright they are, because you see this orange, it is very much like you know, like an orange highlighter, so like a neon sort of colour, and the green's quite bright as well, but I do think they are lovely. I think they knit up lovely, and I have not used one of these yarns yet that I have not enjoyed knitting with. They glide over the needles. I can't recommend this yarn enough. And if people, either because they're vegan, my sister's not, but she can't stand the scratchiness of wool, it irritates her. So if anybody is vegan, or if anybody just does not like the feel of wool on their skin, these are a really good substitute, and they're just so lovely to knit up, really, really is. And they're really reasonable as well. You get them in 2 small 50-gram balls. But to be quite honest with you, I have made these shorter than what I would normally make my socks. Normally I make them a bit higher up, and I've only just my ball of yarns over there, which is why I'm looking over there, but I've actually got about 40 grams left. I reckon it's nearly a whole 50 grams skein. Yeah, so great value for money. So yeah, they're finished objects off my needles. One more thing I have to show you that is finished. In my first podcast I showed you the Chrissy shawl from the Cozy Up Designs by the Cozy Up with the Stitching Sisters. Now if you watch my first podcast, you will have probably picked up upon the fact that I started off correctly after I finally remembered their names, Cozy Up with the Stitching Sisters. But then from then on, when I referred to them, I was saying Cozy Up with the Kitchen Sisters. I'm so sorry. So sorry girls, I really am. Stupid me. That's what I'm like. I think it's because Stitching Sisters with the 2 S's, it's kind of, maybe it's just me and my weird brain, probably. Yeah, it probably is actually, because anyway, this shawl I'm going to show you, it's a beautiful, beautiful pattern, the Chrissy shawl. I have got it here. It's only in black and white. I only really print in black and white. Sorry about all the rusting. It is a paid for pattern, which is why I'm, you know, not showing it you. But there's lovely Chrissy. Hope you can see that okay. And obviously she's wearing the Chrissy shawl. Now, every stitch that is in that pattern I've done before, okay? But because of my bad concentration, of not being very well, I completely messed up on this shawl big time. I really did. And I was debating whether to show it you or not, because I suppose technically it's not now the Chrissy shawl, it's the Emma shawl. I've made it into my own. I recognise I'd made a mistake, and I said to Chris yesterday, that's my husband for those of you who don't know, you know what, I'm just going to go with this and then I'm going to cast off. I will put probably pictures at the end. I'm so sorry, girls. So sorry, Jamie, Chrissy, Sarah, Katie. But this is the shawl. Okay, I did mess up big time. Having said that, I think it looks quite pretty as it is. Okay, and I've actually gifted this to one of my friends in Norfolk, and it's so exciting because she's going to come and see me next weekend. I think it is 22nd to the 24th of June, so I'm really looking forward to that. We've been Instagram friends for 3 years, and we've kept in contact via WhatsApp, and yeah, she's going to come and visit next week. So if I just put this on, okay, I think it does look pretty nice. Oh, sorry, my shoulder's still not good. I have taken a picture somewhere else on my phone, obviously, and I put it on better than I am now, but I think it does look really pretty, with the flecks of brown in as well, which are the short rows. I think I've got it the wrong side as well. Me all over, it really is. Sometimes I can fly through a pattern absolutely fine, other times. So I made the Chrissy shawl into the Emma shawl, and like I say, this is going to my friend who I'm seeing next week. So that was another finished item. I am actually attempting, I will be attempting, I haven't cast it on yet, to make one of the triple, I keep going to say triple threat, triple treat patterns from Cozy Up Designs, from the same girls, and I hope that I don't make a mess of that. And that is actually, oh no, it's not all my finished objects. I did actually make this little guy here. Some of you may have seen him on Instagram. Oh, he's lost his eye. I've made so many stuffed animals in my time, whether it be crochet, normally crochet. This one's knitted. And you can see how stupid I can be, because I forgot to put the safety thing at the back of the eye. So he's only got one eye at the moment. When I put him there earlier, before the start of the podcast, he had 2 eyes. He now only has 1. But, yeah. He's not quite the same as the pattern. But I think he's cute. Like a nice pale minty green and then a dusky, not dusky, like a baby pink. I'll have to find his eye. So I'm sat him there with meows. So they're my finished objects. I don't have any more finished objects. Now, I did say, didn't I, that I wanted to cast on another project, which I haven't done yet, but I have actually sourced the yarn that I want to use, and I'm going to show you. This is from Crafty Cat Yarns, Debs, and gorgeous. It really is so lovely. Look at that. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Stunning. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's got pinks in there, greens, like a turquoisey blue, green. Oh, yellow. I just can't wait. I also, this is actually, it's pure merino singles, 100 gram, which is approximately 400 meters. And this is, like I say, Crafty Cat Yarns. She is on Instagram as Crafty Cat Yarns, I think. And then you can find her on Etsy, Crafty Cat Knitty Bits in Etsy. I will try and remember to put that in the show notes. And this is called Forever Summer. It's beautiful. I just love it. It's stunning. That wasn't the only one I got. I got this one as well. It feels so good. Oh, look at that. It's just, it's not coming up quite as pretty. If I can put pictures in at the end to try and show I'm trying to move my face. My daughter told me that if you do that, then focus is more on the actual, what you want to focus it on. But this is stunning as well. It has, obviously I've got to cake them up, but you know, greens, blues, well, I don't know whether you'd call it blue, would you? Yeah, greens, blues, there's some darker ones in there, darker greens. It's just gorgeous. And I want to knit, this one is called Green Sprinkles Must Be Good For You. And this is 4-ply pure merino, 100 grams again, approximately 400 meters. I want to make the shawl in one of these. I'm not 100% decided on what colourway I'm going to be using yet. When I look at the yarn, I think I'm going to go with that one, and then I look again and think I'm going to go with that one, because I'm going to make it for myself. So yeah, and I love greens. I don't actually have a favourite colour. However, I do love greens, blues, greys. I love all colours really, but I do tend to go for greens. Maybe it's because I'm a natural redhead. I don't know. So I just love those colourways. And Deb's really helped me with choosing and pairing these up, because initially I was going to have a solid colour and then like a variegated speckled, but went for these. Can't wait to use them. I'm really excited about using that, but I'm a little bit scared as well in case I mess up on the pattern again. What else have I got to show you? Let me just see what's in here. This, I think, yes, this is crochet pattern. I've got this in my Amelia Joy hedgehog bag, which I love. You have seen it before. I haven't done much on this at all. I've been having a few problems with my phone, and we're waiting for ink to come for the printer, so the pattern's not printed off. In fact, I've hardly done any. If you've seen it on my Instagram page, you'll have seen that I haven't done any more since then. But this is the Florabella shawl. by West Yorkshire Spinners, and it is West Yorkshire Spinners yarn that I'm using in the cream, and this is for my mum. As soon as I saw the pattern, I was just like, my mum would love that. In the pattern it was a lovely pink, and my mum suits all sorts of colours. She's a natural blonde. When she was younger, not quite blonde anymore, but she's a natural blonde. And yeah, she can get away with most colours, but she wanted it in cream so that it would go with everything really. So yeah, so that's for my mum. And I haven't done a patterned crochet thing for quite a while, so it's getting my head around crochet, and I took this up because of my shoulder being so bad. That still has been a bit of a pain, to be honest, but then I had problems with my phone. Like I say, I haven't printed the pattern out because we're still waiting on some ink for the printer, but hey ho, that's life, isn't it? Can I just say as well, sorry, but with these from Debs at Crafty Cat Yarns, she gave me, I think she does this obviously with every purchase you make. I've only got one in here because one is actually on a project, which you'll see in a minute, but beautiful. Oh, excuse me, did you hear that? I do apologise. Sorry about that, guys. This lovely Progress Keeper. Really, really pretty they are. Okay, so I've showed you a shawl that I've started for my mum. I haven't got any further with, I don't think I have, compared to when I last showed you. No, I was just getting my jumper out, but no, I haven't got any further with that since the last time I showed you. There's no point getting that out of the bag. The other one that I'm making, that may have had some progress on it since I last showed you. Yes, it has, look, because I've put my progress marker there. This one's for Beth. So a little more progress. This yarn is lovely to knit with, just cheap acrylic yarn. James C. Brett Top Value, machine washable, DK. But it is a really nice to knit with. It's not coming up. Sorry guys, it's the light in the room at the moment. It's quite bright. Even though it is so early in the morning. So yeah, but that is really nice, soft to knit with. So no more progress with that really. I did make another yarn purchase. Well, it was more than one, it was in a set. So I'll just get them out and show you. This is from With My Hands, Esther, and you can find her on Instagram, and you can find her With My Hands and With My Hands Yarn Shop. This is the Sheepies. Is that how you say it? Sheepies? I don't know. You'll have to let me know if I've pronounced that right, because I'm really not sure. But this was a little bundle. I'll see if I can put them all here. And as soon as I saw these colours, I was like, oh, so pretty. Ow. So it's like a peachy colour, like a dark green, Oh, they do have the colourways on them. This one is Rotterdam, which is, it's like a grey green, this one. It's so soft, so soft. This one is, I don't know if I dare try and pronounce it, Lelystad, I don't know, which is not coming up again. You can probably see the colour better from back here. It's like a peachy pink. This one is like a dark green. This is called Arnhem, like a dark bottle green. This one is Goes, which is like a bluey green. Not quite a, I can't think of the colour I'm thinking of that I'm trying to describe it, but last but not least, so this I think is actually called, in English it would translate Saint Nicholas, I think, because it's Saint Nicholas. So yeah, but yeah, I love these, and there is another shawl that I'm thinking of making with these that another podcaster has had and has done. I can't remember the pattern, but I just thought this colour combo, because it does look so nice together. I may not use all the colours. I may, I don't know, add a different one in on my stash or something. But I am gonna probably make a shawl with this, and it calls for starting off with, I think, about 500 stitches and then decreasing. So hopefully I won't get into too much of a pickle with that. So, oh, and the other yarn that I got, I saw this and I just thought, oh, that's so pretty, that while I was getting those, I got this as well. This is Sheepies again. I really don't think I'm pronouncing that right, am I, guys? But it's Stardust Premier Blend. I bet you're all having a good laugh at me, you know, if I'm not pronouncing it right. It doesn't actually have a, oh, I've just seen other colours in there which I didn't realise were there. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of greys, creams and browns, yeah. And then, look at this. Oh, I can't open it up. Oh, I sound like Darth Vader. My kids, because I'm asthmatic, every time I take my inhalers, oh, they're cruel. They really are cruel. I did sound a bit like Darth Vader then, didn't I? But yeah, look at those beautiful colours in there. I didn't realise it was like that. Oh, how exciting. Okay, so they're my new purchases. What else have I got to show you? Oh, as most of you probably know, when I make my socks, I use a circular needle. I decided to try magic loop method. Now, I knew how to do the magic loop method, I'd just never actually done it. And now I know why, because I can't. Oh, I am just, it's a mess. I'm going to show you, but you know the ladders that everybody talks about? Yeah, I've got ladders. My ladders are big enough to climb Mount Everest. So I persevered and I've got on to like the what would be for the foot, but I'm going to take this back because it's a mess, absolute mess. I mean, look at that. It's terrible, absolutely disgusting. Really shoddy workmanship, and this side's even worse. Really disappointed because I was trying to be good and kind of learn a different method, and I have seen other people and what they say about how to get rid of these ladders or to make the ladders smaller, but maybe when I'm feeling better, maybe I'll give it another go at some point. But as it stands at the moment, I'm sticking to my circular needles, and my circular needles, I either use a 9-inch circular or a 12-inch circular. But yeah, I was really disappointed with that. I cannot explain to you just how disappointed I was with that. I really was. But hey ho, at least I've tried. Can't say I'm not a trier. Okay, on my needles at the moment, apart from the ones that you've seen and the ones that I'm actually going to cast on, I do have some socks on the go for my... Sorry, I'm just thinking about... Oh no, it's in the cupboard. Every time, have you noticed, every single time I think about something and I think, oh no, it's there, or it's there, or it's there, and I can't get to it. Anyhow, I have cast on 2 pairs of socks. This is the same colourway that you've just seen, and I have actually knit these are from my sister-in-law and my brother. I'll show you his colours in a minute. They live in Australia. Totally forgetting, I didn't forget that I said I'd make them socks, totally forgetting that obviously it's their autumn now and going to be going into their winter. Or is it their winter? Winter? Must be winter now. So I thought, oh, I better get cracking with doing their socks. So these are on, not done much on my sister-in-law's Lani's. Hi Lani. I'm just still working on the cuff, but it's the same colourway as that, and I have actually made a shawl for her in this yarn before, which I still need to get to her. But these are 12-inch circulars, and I'm doing a 3x1 rib, which I'm really enjoying the 3x1 rib. I think it's probably my favourite rib at the moment out of the 1x1, 2x1 or 3x1. Don't know why, it just is. And they're the lovely colours. It's nice and soft. They don't really like scratchy like wool. They wouldn't be able to cope with that on their feet, so I'm just using a DK yarn. And for Yarny, it is the King Cole Splash, and the colourway is Fairy Tale. And then for my brother, I chose this colour, and I have said to them, because I just wanted to get them on the needles, knit up and sent to them as soon as possible. Because yeah, okay, it's Australia, but it does get cold. They live in Western Australia. And then for my brother, I chose this colourway, and I have finished the cuff, and I've started on the leg. And these are really nice colours. It's like blacks, grey. Well, actually, I think it's all grey. Just very dark grey. About 3 different shades of grey in there, I think. And then there's speckles of blues and pinks. And this is the Progress Keeper that I got from Debs from Crafty Cat. I'm running out of steam, can you tell? From Debs at Crafty Knit. Oh, Yarns, is it? So sorry, Debs, I've forgotten the name again, but it'll all be linked. I think I may have bought this from her as well at some point, alpaca, but I can't remember about that. But this is a really nice yarn that I've got there for my brother, and again really squishy, really soft, and again it's in the King Cole Splash DK weight, and this colour is charcoal. So yeah, hopefully by the time I come to podcast next, these will be off the needles and I'll be able to show you. And if I've sent them to them already, I'll just include photographs at the end, because I want them to have warm feet. Them having warm feet is much more important than me keeping them back to say, oh, look what I finished. What else? I think that is roughly about it. I have not forgot about doing a giveaway. There was a bit of an issue with the socks that Beth was going to knit with. That Beth was going to knit. But she has since basically got some more yarn ordered, and then we'll be knitting them when she can. Of course, there's the stitch markers that I will be giving away with that prize, that giveaway. And then also I want to gift this lovely sparkly yarn that I purchased fairly recently. I've not used. I've got 3 small cones. I think there's about 50 grams here. I will double check on that. But this will be going to one of you as well, as part of the giveaway. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Nice deep chocolatey colour. Anyway guys, that is it for now. Thank you so much if you've managed to stay with me for this long, because I think this is my longest podcast yet, making up for lost time. I don't know when I'm going to podcast next. As you know, I did hope once I'd done a couple of podcasts that I wanted, I don't know what all that head shaking was about, to do it every week. With my health the way it is, you're just going to have to please, you know, excuse me if I don't podcast for a week or 2 or whatever. It is literally going to have to just be when I can. I wish it was once a week, and if I can stick to that, I'll try, but undoubtedly there will be times when that's just not going to happen. Thanks again so much for sticking around, like I say, and watching this to the end. I do appreciate all your comments, and there has been a little flurry of new subscribers, so hello and thank you so much, and you're all welcome. And I do appreciate, because I've had new comments come in as well, I do try and comment back as soon as possible. Yeah, so that's it then. I will speak to you soon, and have a great rest of the week, and happy crafting. You take care guys. Bye for now.